Well, I'm getting started on a foundation for a solar panel rack here on this slope right below the cabin here. I made a little composite decking frame with steel stakes like I've done in some other videos. That's going to be a kind of a small slab on grade for the rear legs of the rack. And I had a few pieces of 1.5-inch rigid pipe left over from another project, so I'm working on these pits of despair to put that into. That'll be the front legs. So yesterday I got the front pipe support set. Like on this back slab piece there's going to be like a Unistrut frame, and then with pipe connectors it'll sit on the front of this front pipe. To the left is south, if you guessed. I got these in with kind of a dry pour for the bottom part because I was a little more confident on getting the pipe set correctly doing that, but I'll come back with some mixed up concrete. There's some 3-foot stakes going down pretty far into the ground, so that'll help anchor things further and tie the concrete types together. This was half a sono tube, so 2 pieces of 2 foot. It's in there pretty good. But yeah, I'll come back with the cement mixer. There's my bootleg rebar and wire. It's going to go in here. Started spreading some gravel around because I may get some bifacial solar panels, and I think the lighter color ground might reflect a little better. That's part of the reason, but a lot of it's also I'm just trying to clear vegetation around the solar panel rack and make it that area as least conducive to fire as I can. Don't really remember what my last update was on the panel rack, but the foundations were all done and I got 2 ground rods driven there 8 feet in the front 2 corners. Just starting to get things bolted together and snug down when they seem square. Got the back legs are 5 feet, cut at 10-foot piece in half. It's the thicker super strut stuff with some 2 supports of the thinner stuff. I ordered some hinges, so that's working right there. And eventually I'll put another cross piece right here to anchor the triangle. Got 4 big 10-foot pieces being the main supports, and then the cross supports are the thinner stuff. Which is a 10-foot piece plus a 2.5-foot piece mended together there. So I should be able to get 6 panels that are like 68 by 45. Anyway, it's starting to look like something, and I'll post more updates later. Well, I got everything squared up and tightened down as best I could yesterday. Got the concrete anchors in. Pretty happy with it. I think it'll be sturdy. I got a couple longer bolts I use there to I have to cut off. Now I just gotta try to get the panels on there, see how it looks. The solar panels I have some holes in the frames, which I presume are for mounting because that one's for grounding. So I'm using some short bolts and coupler nuts to make some little stud mounts there, and they just barely fit into the super strut holes. So I can get two of them will line up. All 4 of them are not going to line up into the super strut, but we still have 2 points that are bolted in and not just using those clamps. So well, I got the panels installed on the rack today, partially with bolts and partially using these super strut panel clamps. So Still need to eventually ground the panels and the rack to the ground rods, but this video is really just about the panel rack, so when I get the whole system totally set up, I'll probably have another video on that. But pretty happy with it. My second and third cross members weren't 100% lined up, so a little bit of an offset, but you wouldn't notice that if you were using only panel clamps, because you could put them wherever. But got this set up at about a 40-degree angle to optimize a little bit more for the winter months when there's not quite as much sun, because it's basically all sun all day around here in the summer. I think the steeper angle might also help a bit for the bifacial gain, as well as those gaps between the panels letting a little bit more light through, which might reflect up to the back. Looking forward to having it working.